Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Super Squad channel, where today we have two brand new diecasts here today. We have Chase Elliott's 2020 Napa Throwback paint scheme, and then we have an older diecast here. This is Chase Elliott's number 24 Napa paint scheme from 2017. This was in Wave 2 of 2017's NASCAR Authentics. Anyways, let's go ahead and open them up. Alright, so starting off, we have Chase Elliott's 2020 Napa Darlington Throwback scheme. This is a very awesome scheme. I believe it's to Jimmy Johnson's 2008 or 2009 scheme. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's one of those two. It was during the COT era. The Car Tomorrow Gen 5, it was definitely during that era. It was either 2008 or 2009, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, anyways, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's overall a really cool looking paint scheme. Probably one of my favorites of his last year. Just has such a nice color combination. The neon numbers. The only thing I don't like about this scheme is that for some reason they just decide to cut off the silver right here, or gray, and then just make it blue, even though on the actual car that they're throwing it back to, it does not have any blue there. So, like, you know, a little more consistency would have been nice. And then, you know, they could have, moved the universe down onto the silver and then just made the logo in black. That would have looked so much better. It's like oddly placed right there. It just looks so weird right there. That's my only thing about that scheme that I don't like. Other than that, I pretty much like everything about it. And yeah, overall, pretty cool looking. It already has Chase's 2 wins from that year. We got the playoffs logo. Looking pretty cool. Got that neon splitter right there. Really cool. And the tires too are also really nice. The throwback tires. A nice addition. Got the silver spoiler right here that they used for the playoffs last year. But I mean, you couldn't even tell really. I wish they'd bring back the markings. And you know, my theory is that now that they've moved to the throwback race to the first Darlington race, because now we're going to have 2 Darlington races this year. Maybe so that now we can have the playoff markings like how they had with the Monster Energy and Sprint, where they had like the yellow or the green. I think they'll bring that back, either in white or yellow. That's my theory anyways. I could be totally wrong and they just did that so that the throwback is early or something. I don't know. But that's my theory. Because you couldn't tell which cars were in the playoffs unless, you know, you look right there, or if you can barely notice a difference in the spoiler. So yeah, just more visual differences. But yeah, overall, it's a really cool paint scheme. I really like it. Let's go ahead and compare it now with his other throwbacks. Let me grab them really quick. Alright, so I actually have all of his other throwbacks except for his actual rookie year. So I have his 25 throwback, but I don't have his first actual throwback from his first full-time season. So yeah, let's put this there at the end. Well, the 2016 one wasn't really that great anyways, so yeah, it's fine that we skip it. But I mean, all of Chase Elliott's throwbacks have been pretty solid, and overall I think this one's probably my favorite because it actually, like, it goes the furthest, I'd say, like, out of the normal. Like, you know, it's much more different because, like, with these, you know, they changed the Napa logo to blue and, you know, they put yellow on car. But, you know, like, for this car, like, the actual throwback car had red. Like, the numbers were red and all that. So, if they could have changed that to red for the throwback, that would have been nice. For this one, I think this one's actually pretty accurate. So, I think that one's fine. This one's also fine, but I mean, you know, it's blue. This one definitely, the design is accurate, but the colors are way off. And then I think this one is probably the most accurate, I'd say. Yeah, that one's definitely the most accurate in my opinion, the newest one. And I mean, that's good. They're getting better and better at doing the throwbacks, which is really cool to see. And it's also cool that I have, like, almost all his throwbacks. I might as well just buy it so I have the whole throwback collection So yeah, I'll probably end up getting that sometime soon. But yeah, looks pretty cool. Comparing them all. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Alright, so moving on, we have Chase Elliott's 2017 Napa primary paint scheme. But first off, let's go ahead and look at the hood that it comes with. So, number 24, Chase Elliott Napa. Hood is blue. They have the little silver things right here. Looks pretty cool. On the back, they actually have NASCAR Authentics. Pretty cool. Anyways, let's put it to the side now and take a look at the actual paint scheme right here. Let's get some better lighting, so let's approach it from this angle. Yeah, there we go. Much better. This is probably my favorite Chase Elliott Napa primary paint scheme. Like, the 2016 one was pretty decent, but this one is just so much better. They added more yellow. It makes it look more like a Napa car, you know? And while still keeping the red and blue design, which was really nice. But yeah, that just elevates it so much more. So much cleaner, so much better. Like, I love this scheme. And the yellow on the back was, bro, that was perfect. I loved that. That was probably my favorite thing about that. It's just that they made that yellow. Like, it's such a clean paint scheme. I honestly love it so much. Maybe because that was the scheme that he ran during my first NASCAR season that I watched. This was the scheme I was staring at for my whole entire first season watching NASCAR. And even then, it was only half the season, too. I started during the Brickyard 400 in 2017. So, like, I turned on the race, and he blew his engine, like, 1 or 2 laps later. Like, no joke. Like, oh my gosh. And the only reason I picked him to be my favorite driver was because, let me go ahead and grab it really quick. I got this diecast here right before I started the race because we had went to Walmart. And while I was there, I was like, you know what? Let me go and see if they have anything NASCAR. Because, you know, I was going to watch my first NASCAR race and, you know, I wanted to get some like merch or something. And this was all I could find, and it was Chase Elliott's Sunoco Rookie of the Year car. And I was like, ooh, I like the design of this paint scheme. It looks pretty cool. I like the glitter. It looks nice. And then I was also like, Rookie of the Year? Oh, so this dude is young and he's good. And, you know, I wanted someone who was young and good so that, you know, I could root for them if I stuck with NASCAR later down the line. So that, you know, I don't just pick a guy who retires in like a year or two. And that way I pick someone who, like, I can root for a long time. So yeah, I ended up picking Chase. And then he blew his engine a few laps later, which was pretty funny. Well, now it was. Then I was like, oh, really? Then I think I started rooting for, like, you know, since Chase was out, then I started going for, like, Kyle Busch because he had a fast red car, and red was my favorite color back then. And it still is. Red is actually my favorite color. And that's why I love his Lumar and A-Shock paint schemes. Those are so beautiful. I love it because I love red. I'm a little biased. And then after that, I started rooting for Brad Keselowski after Kyle Busch died, too. Oh, that was funny. What a race, bro. That was what got me into NASCAR. But anyways, I'm going to stop dragging on. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the paint scheme, even though I've probably showed you guys most of it by now. I also like that they put the yellow on the... I don't know what this is called. These little, like, handlebars on the top. I don't know what these are called. But I like that they added those little accents there. That always looks really nice when they do that to the paint schemes. And the little thing on the posts right here, those little bits of yellow, I think that's actually misprinted. It should be further down. That's a classic Lionel mess up. It's not straight. Let's see if it is on the other side. Yeah, well, no, actually it's not. It's slightly better, I think. But now it's like, not all of it is there. Yeah, well, what are you going to do? It's Lionel. And also, I already fixed that part as well. But, yeah, overall, classic Chase Elliott paint scheme. This is one that I'll always remember. And one that I hope that they use again as, like, the actual primary. If not, I hope they use it for, like, his throwback scheme in years from now. Whenever he's, you know, getting older, in his 40s or something. Later down. But yeah, it's one of my favorite paint schemes of his. And let's just go ahead and compare it with another one right here. Now that we have them all here, that's his 2016 Chase for the Sprint Cup paint scheme. And yeah, just go ahead and compare them really quick. Look pretty cool all together now. And yeah, I just love the yellow on the back, my favorite part of that. And yeah, I like when Napa has primarily blue cars. They have to be blue with lots of yellow. And then they can also add like red and blue in there. Like, this was literally just the perfect Napa paint scheme, like literally. I don't know why they changed it. Like, honestly, this was the GOAT Napa paint scheme right here. Will always be my favorite unless they can find something really cool that incorporates, you know, all these similar things. But anyways, let's go ahead and move these out the way. That's going to do it for another video. If you guys did enjoy, however, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Take it easy, and bye-bye.